I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones, but it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to...
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Whoa! Sucrose? What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a friend.
No, not help like in the Windbloom sense. It's just... How do I explain?
Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now.
Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windbloom Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year. My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint in?
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths.
Sounds fast?
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Darn.
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that.
Neat.
Paimon!
What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a friend.
No, not help.
What, Mom? No.
I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy. Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to... So, does it need to be more like official or...
No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all. Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit in the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort? The amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windbloom Festival.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this... Yes, you're...
Well, if he's in, then if things don't work out... Oh, come on, Traveler, this is a festival of...
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive in Mondstadt? Let's go say hi. Kale, hey!
Hey you guys. What are the
You were staring into space just now. Something...
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme...
And what does these...
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. So 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips. Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just... Oh, it was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all. Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Hello. Hi.
This is getting off what are your thoughts on this prophecy?
Without having done any research, but if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or any. The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
That's a great take. I love it.
It's 73!
Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings? Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
A little bit much better. Okay. This okay then? This one. Okay. It's all good?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something?
Alright, so you wanna... And boom, look.
Yeah, I need to check something right quick.
I want to pick her brain some more.
What?
But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well, then what would you wish? Huh?
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality.
That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do...
Kale!
I know that voice!
Kale! Oh, you made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you...
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you picked a Mondstadt
Mm-hmm. A long time ago, I had so ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the new...
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of...
Of course.
Sure, go right ahead.
So I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so...
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See you later then.
You all right there, Kale? You look kind...
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little... Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struck. I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let...
I got mail. Oh, my God. More mail? The special event or web event. Out of breeze. I think it's a bit. Probably get the thing open. Okay, well, let's start Genshin back up. This is really fun. This first. I think that's the right thing. Really turned out the one thing I don't like. Motion blur. Okay. Sino.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra.
Kainari, sign up!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Sucrose. This is my teacher, Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Please.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir.
I'm back.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in...
Greetings. Though, if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose! What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an...
Hey, Albedo's here too! Crit?
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't...
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested...
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Elon. Something like Elon identity, but not really identity.
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, but as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Adding the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please,
Mr. Albedo.
apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even know.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer nor a technological consultant. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventure technological.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents!
Oh my god.
I can help too.
And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters.
Great. Then it's the Sucrose and I.
Welcome to Mondstadt. Hope you enjoy the Windbloom Festival.
Hey, Sarah!
Sure. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else? Okay, yeah, that'll... Yay! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a wind...
I really didn't want to get
that was great. If that was a Windbloom treat, then Paimon wishes it...
I'm lazy.
All right. Looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
I don't want to eat something.
That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
It's not even in here. What, Mom? Fucking God. too strong.
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground, you know, as in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your type anyway. By your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
Oh yes, you do. We are going to make you a test subject.
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for...
You seem much cheerier now that you're here at Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like...
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. It's not?
So loud. Okay, anyways, I guess my microphone fixed because I decided to go flop over on the side. I cut myself a peek.
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before...
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom as a token of my heartfelt gratitude.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. There's also Cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
What's it called again?
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a genius...
Aha! So you...
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that...
Alex?
You mean, he's a friend of you?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of...
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally...
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too.
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story.
Oh, here he comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now. All of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting. And Sino? And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this...
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I...
Surely timeless masterpieces
any artwork fit to appear on the reverse.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laugh.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but...
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a...
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kale seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle.
Oh, yeah! She's the one who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right, we'll help out.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too? All right. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about...
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point?
Tomorrow morning. And you?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really...
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive?
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high?
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we're also...
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing person...
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up.
All right.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out... Guess, knowing him, he should be hitting the tavern. We can go corner him and make him...
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it. Tone-deaf bard, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on.
Okay.
you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are also... I happen to know once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous?
Whatever. We weren't... You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind...
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join, a favor for a favor?
A flower that is not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news.
Let's have the...
Huh? Really? Don't most people... Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and...
That doesn't sound like bad news.
Paimon Flames I know. If it's not funny, then it's...
It's fine. Now, back to the other issue I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, slow down!
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about Albedo may know the answer, but it would render our search for the truth mean...
Could it be the Windbloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, the Windbloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windbloom doesn't exist in reality. I've made a note. Okay.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
I'll need some time to prepare.
Sure thing! Since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about...
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. All right.
Off we go! Let's get it on! Let's light it up! This will be frozen. Everybody stand back! You asked for it! my big sister.
Let me read you a verse.
Here we go. I actually like this
Let's dance.
Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of...
Who's asking? Do you need something?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another out. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we aren't always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a...
Yeah, it's cute.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Yeah, the letter says... Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose.
Kaya, you're really here. Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Dean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru spices are famous the world over. It's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was. That's why the knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And?
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when my life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up. And so I started caring less. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father, but then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me? Then we are already acquainted. Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of...
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss.
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute.
Well, I'll...
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from...
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusion, but can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get...
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
Wait. This.
What about it? It looks pretty.
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human. Let's search the area and see what.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever, but it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging it.
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. So there really isn't it. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off. Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used...
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? Doesn't look like there's anything else worth their attention here.
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened, but we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly.
Noises?
It's not much. Just some minor
Monsters? Wow! These ears are sharp, just like his nose! Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Gay, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Useless. Here. Worthless. Boring. Rain outlines your fate.
Let the show begin.
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be a ley line anomaly, perhaps. Okay. I'll go slightly.
What? You're going alone?
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess good thing there's a fireplace over there. Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby... so... Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but... Oh, you stop it! Now you... So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's... The... stars? Wow. Yeah. Paimon understands. Being separated, but we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, heavenly principles. And you too, Teyvat. You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for nighty-night.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. Tear stains. All right. Rest here a bit longer then.
Halt! What do you... This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Your travel companion. You mean the one that your companion departed for the fort? What business is that of yours, All you need to know is that do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor some... Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please. Okay, fine, whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in. You... But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on, then.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
Mind your own... How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just... You know Conria? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct, and all who place faith in the gods are my... That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this? The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode in our... Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters. He is Kari Bear, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but... it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Kari Bear faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth, all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him. She was. We were separated. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything, and now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Kari Bear. Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Kari Bear, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me. Over here. I'm Sure, you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to... Well, it's because he needs a medicine. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind. I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. What? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now? Never mind. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. Oh, thanks to this curse of immortality. Okay, to start with, have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses. Oh, wonderful. This is... Is it done? In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any weather. The moment has finally arrived. Curses. No! I said before that this medicine relies, which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven. Let's go. Bring the medicine with you. Can I bow before this god of wisdom? I will utter you and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable. So you cannot, god of wisdom. I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon my son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no... If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads, then I bow to you now. I have given up. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert, please, God. Caribert? We've prepared. Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert. Caribert, please. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you. No, are you still angry with me, Caribert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk? I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please. Please. Oh, gods above. What more do you want from me? You took everything. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. You won't even let me die! I knew it. I should never have trusted anything. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years? 100? What difference does it make? I do not lack for time. Let's go. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated. I grow them in that field. The details don't matter, right? There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Curry Bear. Good. You're back. Carabear's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't anyway. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't... good. What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method. Oh, sorry. I just, after resting I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again. I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. We're here. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Cory Bear! Oh no, he must have left while we were too... Come on! That's not Cory Bear. Right. Cory Bear's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize... Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on... Yes. Did it go in here? Well, let's... What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before. Huh. It looks like they're worshipping. I've never seen anything like this in all... Oh, there's only...
Brace yourself.
this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it? How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Motion to compel. Disappear. Taste and see. Here. Here. Worthless.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Rain outlines your
Brace yourself.
Boom, boom.
Motion to compel. Yahoo!
Let me lead you away.
Incinerate!
Motion to compel.
But my defense was watertight. Let's play.
Rain outlines your fate.
Think you can get away?
Winter is nigh. Disappear. Here. Desolation. Worthless. Here. Useless. Worthless. Let the frost fly. Worthless.
Motion to compel.
Your Raven! Incinerate!
Desolation. Conquers all.
Boom, boom!
Hear the final prophecy.
Motion to compel.
Know my soul! Time for takeoff.
Rain cutter.
Just within the wall.
Who was that? He was a perfect. He had the most wondrous, and yet you were able to defeat him. Let's continue on. I find.
Body and mind.
forth. Become a transcendent one. Rise beyond, and I shall shed a tear at the end of time.
What? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly. I feel good. Oh, Cory Bear. Oh, thank goodness. He's still okay. I have for this to happen. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective. I have to try. Cory Bear! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, you see, it worked! Mama is, Cory Bear, look.
Of course. Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa?
Don't panic, son. It's just. There's no more Conry here. No more home. But in this world, you have to be a little.
Am I?
No, of course not. Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. Yes, really. Oh, and never take off your mask. Understand? Whatever.
Okay, Papa.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I knew that placing my once a murderer, always a murderer. But the God we saw in that gate, that wondrous power. Now piety is hardly a sinner. Oh, don't be absurd. You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner. No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Time to act. Time to act. Rain outlines your forest. Lament! Worthless! Worthless! Worthless!
Impossible! What happened? The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared. Was it all an illusion? That's true. Yes, it was neither illusion nor Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future we shall see it. Could he really have been?
Bro, he's not even stable. He's mentally stable. What the hell are you looking at the man you just met?
Kari Bear? Where has he gone? Oh, no. Maybe someone else came by and found... No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here. This does not bode well. What if he's... Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh, no. The mirror, it's broken! He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like. If he'd just done as he was told! We have to find him. It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Kari Bear! Kari Bear! Where are you? Curses! Forest Rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen
I asked you first.
I said...
Hey, whoa! There are Hilichurls everywhere. What's...
Exactly, Matt.
You... Forest Rangers!
You...
Curse you all, Forest Rangers!
I don't get it. Why make such a huge...
He'd only just... So tell me.
Jeez. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bump...
Wait, you're leaving? Not even...
Cory Bear, stop! Whatever you saw, it was... I told you. We're in a... Cory Bear? How could this happen? Come, Cory Bear. We have to go home now. Papa's here.
Papa.
Cory Bear.
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Cory Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
Finally, it all... Aha! Traveler! You're awake! Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your Oh, of course you haven't. With your status here, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire... My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberic. You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable. The power inside Cory Bear and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. Yeah. I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes. That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Cory Bear did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Sinister. Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny. We once believed that you would bring new strength to us. You were the abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond, and the one who controls the abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you, but what did you bring us? Oh, princess.
Why did he just call me?
Traveler!
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick!
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness? You mean Clotar Alberic? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, after 100 years, he lost his mind, yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life. You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time, and it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path? Indeed. Clearly this series of events... What is it?
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and...
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later. And it's holding a silk scarf in its hand. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here? What? That unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curtain. This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think. We should part ways.
Huh? You're just gonna leave?
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right, I will tell you when...
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle.
What? Why? What is...
All right, let's leave it there.
There goes Dane. What is it? Huh?
Yep, always happens whenever I load these up when I have a higher refresh rate. Let's close it. Oh, okay.
Reduced to just standing around.
dreaming.